Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Gemini, May 29, 2022. Cooperation comes more readily than usual today, and energy is lively and creative around you. Conversations are animated and primarily light-hearted. What comes to light today may take a few days to truly sink in. Today's transits are especially good for looking at your life differently, especially private, personal, self-worth, and financial matters. Outside of the box, thinking brings rewards. You may wish to share something personal with a trusted person in your life, and it comes as a relief. You're in a great position to make small changes in your life that lead to significant improvements. You more readily see areas that would benefit from improved approaches, including projects and attitudes. Working under the radar is likely, and it's useful and fruitful to do so. Still, it's a time for branching out and coming up with novel ways to approach your world and express your feelings. You want to move forward freer and lighter, and a change of pace feels right. Even with this upbeat, forward-looking energy, it's a day for winding down. New beginnings should wait. Your red-hot planetary ruler, Mars, continues to travel alongside its divine counterpart, Venus, via your bossy 10th house of authority, so in addition to attracting those who gather at the C-suite, you're also looking the part. Whether you're single or already romantically attached, the effects of this celestial synergy are validating your desire for something long-lasting and perhaps even traditional. Keep in mind that the North Node of Fate via your 2nd house of value systems will face off with the wounded healer, Chiron, in your sign today. Leave the past where it belongs. The path is clearing. Who do you enjoy working with, and what brings you joy? As the moon leaves Capricorn for Aquarius, your mental processes may shift from career to community. In a perfect world, you should have a wide, supportive professional network to fall back on or seek out when you need help. However, this may not always be the case. So, use the lunar power to invest in groups, connections, and networking opportunities to meet supportive individuals in your field. After all, you never know who you could connect with or where networking could lead. The week is barely a few days old, but already the moon has managed to form a friendly aspect to the North Node in your income sector, and now, as it returns to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart, it is set to do the same for the other side of the financial fence. This is helping to boost your confidence, especially when it comes to a creative approach to money matters. Have you ever been happier? Well, maybe back when you were a kid, but right now you're feeling pretty happy to be just exactly where you are. Enjoy this rare energy. It's not easy to break with tradition, but you are somewhat known for taking the road less traveled. Sometimes the road less traveled for you, however, is the traditional one. Give yourself a break today and follow a very simple plan. Eat only the freshest food available to you, exercise, but take special care of your joints, yoga or swimming followed by a sauna if possible, and get to bed early. Your next break from the norm will be empowered by this respite. It's a brand new month and a fresh cycle is starting. You can't get a better day than this day to get the action happening in your life. You are probably well known for your abilities to take the initiative and get things underway. However, it can be especially important for you to think these things through first before committing. A lack of follow-through is something also akin to being a one. Provided the project you start is exciting and can hold your interest, you shouldn't have too much trouble sticking with it until the end. The moon is traveling across an important part of the sky today, something that will give you a better read on where you have been and where you are going. It is just before leaving your income sector that the moon will form a friendly aspect to Pluto in your career sector, just as he is pulling things back professionally to a more manageable and long-term pace. It is just a few hours later that returning to your communication sector, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Venus and Mars, just as they have shifted their focus from your professional game and onto your social life, friendship, teamwork, and networking. As the moon makes its first visit to your communication sector since Venus and Mars returned to your friendship sector over the weekend, there will be an immediate reaction. The moon's friendly aspect to the planets of love and passion will make it easier to connect, something that will give your relationships and the laws of synchronicity a boost. Our eyes in the sky. Venus, the planet of love and money, squares off with Neptune, the planet of dreams and illusion. The energy will be tough to adjust to because you could feel uncertain and paranoid about relationships and money. Venus, which is currently in Sagittarius, just escaped its connection with the south node of destiny, which made us all feel insecure or lovesick or raised financial issues. Neptune is currently retrograde in Pisces. When these two planets square off, it can cause a lot of fogginess around partnerships and investments. Therefore, this isn't a good day for speculative gambles or investing in the stock market. Any investments made today may not yield as much profit as initially anticipated. Also, we could be too trusting of those who advise us on increasing our portfolios when they don't have our best interests at heart. This could lead to deception. The same applies to personal relationships. The need to have faith in and trust your friends, family, and partner can keep you from seeing the truth. On the other hand, you could see flaws you've ignored up to now. The cosmic energy is very dense, which is why it would be best to rest and retreat instead of try to connect with people. Watch a movie and take a nap instead of falling down the rabbit hole of paranoia. In the morning, the Aquarius moon forms a trine to Mars in Libra, providing us energy to greet the day. We pursue our ambitions with curiosity and a willingness to adapt, which is especially helpful should we need to convince others to join forces with us or lend their support to a cause. We are a good team player now, however, we should simply be mindful to avoid acting in the interest of popularity if plans start to stray too far from our original objective. The moon begins its void following this aspect, making it wise to stick to plans already conceived instead of starting something from scratch. Mid-afternoon, the moon enters Pisces, ending its void which began in the morning. Over the next 2 days, we are at the mercy of the fluctuating rhythms of our emotions. We might prefer to spend our time in the company of those who know us best, as there is a certain degree of safety offered in known relationships, and safety and security are ultimately what we are angling for now. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries. This is a day of revisiting and revising your goals. Keep a journal to make sure that you're on track with your dreams.